There's a quiet truth about life after 60 that few people talk about. Not the wrinkles or the slower steps, not the medications or the hearing aids. Those are spoken about enough. No, I'm talking about the inside, the invisible things, the weight we sometimes carry in the middle of the night, the ache of memories, the sense of distance in relationships that used to feel so close, the loneliness that sometimes sneaks in, even in a room full of family. You see, emotional well-being in our later years is not just about feeling okay. It's about feeling seen, heard, and held, even if the world seems to have moved on without asking if we were ready. No one really prepares us for this emotional landscape, do they? For the waves of feeling that arrive long after we thought we'd figured ourselves out. After 60, there are shifts that run deeper than the skin. The body changes, yes, but so does our relationship with it. Menopause doesn't just affect hormones, it affects confidence, mood, desire, how we see ourselves when we catch our reflection in a mirror. For men, issues like erectile dysfunction can quietly erode self-esteem, intimacy, and communication. And both partners, even in a long, loving relationship, can begin to feel unsure of how to reach for each other again. Sometimes we grieve the loss of that spontaneous connection we once had. Sometimes we wonder, is it still okay to want to be touched, to be desired, to explore pleasure and emotional closeness even now? The answer, dear friend, is yes, 1,000 times yes. You are still worthy of intimacy, of connection, of being wanted, deeply and truly, just as you are. Let me tell you about Marie and Thomas, a couple from Toronto, in their early 70s. They had been married for over 40 years, raised 3 children, retired comfortably. From the outside, it looked like they had it all figured out. But inside their home, silence had settled like dust. Years of routine had turned into emotional distance. The kids were grown, conversations were short. Affection had faded into habit. Marie told a friend one day, "I feel like I'm living with a roommate, not a husband." And Thomas? He'd been quietly struggling with his own shame. His body wasn't responding the way it used to. And instead of opening up, he shut down. He thought he was protecting her from disappointment. But really, he was protecting himself from vulnerability. It wasn't until a therapist at their community center offered a gentle group session on intimacy after 60 that they both separately decided to show up. They sat in the back, not looking at each other. But something shifted that day. It wasn't some dramatic confession. It was a small moment when Marie reached for Thomas's hand in the session. No words, just fingers intertwined like they used to in their 20s. That simple act cracked open a conversation they hadn't had in years. Today, they still have their quiet moments. But now they talk, they touch, they laugh again. And they've even started writing little notes to each other, something they hadn't done since the early days of their marriage. You see, emotional well-being isn't about perfection. It's about presence, about choosing to keep showing up for yourself and for each other. Whether you're married, single, widowed, or divorced, your emotional world still matters. And it's never too late to nurture it. Many people over 60 feel an unexpected loss of purpose. Retirement sounds like a dream until it comes. And then the days stretch long. You wonder where you belong now that you're not working. You miss the small connections, the daily greetings, the shared goals. But purpose doesn't retire with age. It only asks that we listen a little deeper. I recently met Ellen, a 68-year-old woman from Devon who had spent decades as a nurse. After retirement, she fell into a quiet sadness. Not depression exactly, but a heaviness. Her days blurred together, her joy dulled. Then one day, she passed a community center offering storytelling workshops for seniors. She hesitated, then walked in. Now, every Tuesday, she shares stories of her childhood, of her travels, of the lives she touched as a nurse. And she listens deeply to others who carry beautiful, complex histories too. She told me, "I found my voice again, and in it, I found myself." That's the magic of connection, of belonging. Whether it's through art, volunteering, gardening, faith, or simply walking with a friend, your heart needs places to open, to speak, to feel. And sometimes, yes, that means grieving. Grieving the people we've lost, the parts of ourselves we've had to let go, the dreams we didn't chase, the regrets we carry like old postcards, faded but still visible. But grief, too, is sacred. It means you loved. It means you cared. And healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means allowing yourself the space to feel and still move forward. So how do we take care of this emotional landscape after 60? It starts with self-kindness. Speak to yourself like you would a dear friend. When your body aches or your energy dips, don't scold it, soothe it. When your reflection surprises you, smile gently. This face has laughed, cried, kissed, worried, and comforted more than most people will ever know. Then reach out. Connection doesn't always knock on the door. Sometimes we must invite it in. Join a book club. Call an old friend, try that painting class. Or simply sit in the park and smile at a stranger. Human warmth doesn't need big plans, it only needs small courage. And if you're struggling, truly struggling, know that asking for help is not weakness. It is a profound act of strength. Therapists, support groups, faith leaders, trusted friends. They are not just for the young. Emotional support belongs to all of us, no matter the age. Let's talk, too, about shame. Too many older adults feel ashamed of needing comfort, of wanting closeness, of crying, or admitting they feel lost. But there is nothing shameful about having emotions. You are still evolving, still human, still in need of touch, laughter, tears, and truth. You are allowed to feel. And yes, you are allowed to begin again, to love again, to heal again, to learn again, to rediscover who you are and who you want to become. Aging is not a decline, it's a deepening, a softening into truth, into wisdom, into presence. If you're watching this and nodding quietly, maybe even wiping away a tear, I want you to hear this clearly. You're not alone. There are millions of us quietly wondering, quietly hoping, quietly healing right alongside you. And here, on the Age of Beauty, we honor that journey. We celebrate the courage it takes to keep opening your heart, even when it feels tender. We celebrate the beauty of growing older, not in spite of your feelings, but because of them. If this video touched something inside you, please consider giving it a like. Share it with someone else who may need to hear these words. And if you'd like to walk this path of gentle discovery with us, I invite you to subscribe. This is more than a channel, it's a circle, a sanctuary, a place where you can be fully, beautifully human, just as you are. So until we meet again in the next video, take care of your heart. Hold it gently, listen to it closely, and never forget, your emotional world is sacred. You are still growing, still worthy, still so very beautiful.